Hi guys, I'm Andy. Welcome back to Backpacking UK, the YouTube channel that's all about hiking, backpacking and wild camping. Right, I'm in Scotland to take on one of Scotland's best kept secrets. It's a cracking multi-day through hike taking you through some of Scotland's real true wilderness. It's a stunning walk. So I've flown up here from Luton to the capital, the Highlands, Inverness. Took just 1 hour and 5 minutes, and then got a bus into Inverness and then a bus to Drumnajocket to start the Affric Kintail Way. And in the background there you've got Loch Ness and Drumnajocket. So what is this? So it's a 74 kilometre, 46 mile official hiking trail. So it means it's like nicely signposted, you've got nice paths, you can really switch off and enjoy the scenery. So, bit of a leg warmer straight away. It's 200 metres of ascent in the first 2 miles. But it's great to be in woodland for someone that lives on the edge of the fen. We don't really do trees. So it's really nice to be absolutely surrounded by this woodland. But so far so good. Classic Scottish weather, keeps changing. Like the sun's just coming out. It was like heavy rain like 3 minutes ago. So in the distance you can see snow covered mountain tops. So my plan is to complete the Affric Kintail Trail in 3 days. So for me, it'll look like one afternoon, a long day tomorrow, planning on doing about 25 miles, and then finish off somewhere in the afternoon the next day. But sort of 3 full days for most people is definitely achievable. I think the Affric Kintail Trail is the perfect starter. It gives you that freedom, that solitude, that real sense of adventure. It gives you the true wilderness. You know, you are on your own out here, there's no doubt about that. But it's doable, it's manageable. And here we have a great view of Loch Mickley. Thou shalt not pass. Right, so just coming up to 5 o'clock. Done sort of 12k, 8 miles, and I've finally got out the forest. So I've definitely ticked that box. Now I'm looking forward to some different scenery. So it's nice. I've got some blue sky now, the sun's popped out. It's an absolutely lovely day, but it just keeps changing. Got loads of sheep. First time I've seen some sheep. It's proper lambing season now. I'm stuck in the bog with a load of cows staring me out. I really don't want to run because that's where I'm going to end up. A stinky bog. Right, so I've just gone through the little village of Changeable, first civilization I've seen for a fair few miles, 8+. There's lots of other tiny little villages around here. So Now on the other side of the river, landscape's changing quite a lot, which is really good. That's what these trails are all about change. In the background there, you can see all the forestry that I've been hiking through. So just coming out the forest again, it's just unleashed this epic scenery. It's absolutely stunning. Got the snow-covered mountains in the background. So today, probably carrying about sort of 14.5 kilos, and that includes about 700 grams of water, about 700 grams of AV gear. That includes snacks, and that includes one main meal a day, sort of like the dried packet variety, sort of just in case I couldn't stop. For instance, I could today, so tonight I like popped into M&S and I've got a posh pasta dish, but it's better to have too much food than too little, that's for sure. But this is a Gregory Packs Paragon 60 backpack. It's really good, really well made, loads of features, and it carries this weight really well. Got to say, all these new gates and paths that have been built are absolutely superb. It's so nice to walk on. You can really get a wriggle on. So definitely getting closer to those big mountains now. This means I'm quite close to Cannock, which is where I want to get my breakfast tomorrow, which then means I need to find a wild camping spot. Right, so found my camp spot, and this is my pitch. So it's not far from Cannock at all, which is where I want to be. I want to be there sort of close to 9 o'clock tomorrow as possible. I just stumbled across this little clearing and the sun's come out for me. It's been, look at my hair, it's been pretty atrocious, and then all of a sudden the clouds part, the sun comes out. It was just meant to be. So this is the brand new Terra Southern Cross 1, and it has some massive improvements. They've really thought about this design. It's got really clever guys. It's got 2 doors on one side, so one's closed at the moment, but you can see the vent, and the other one's open. But it's bigger, so it's wider, so it fits wide sleeping pads. It's taller too, and it's just much more user friendly now. And first impressions are, it is an absolute cracker. And after a day of forestry, I'm leaving that behind because the terrain and the landscapes are changing tomorrow. This is what we'll be looking at tomorrow. Oh, mountains. So you got these rolling hills behind, and then the mountains at the back, and then the real big ones are off to the left, which is where I'm going tomorrow. And as you can see, there is still snow on top of those mountains. So this is my setup for tonight. So I've got my little cooking table, that's there on purpose. Then inside I've got my water bottles, I've got my backpack. At the back there I've got all my clothes, including all my warm gear, which I'll wear soon. I've got my food, my cooking gear, some toiletries, my AV gear, toiletries, electricals, and then I've got this gorgeous Zenbivy quilt, which is all clipped in so you don't get any drafts. And then this is my Nor tent, my long wide winter pad, R value of 7. So it's going to be really cosy in here tonight. I cannot wait to use it. And I've also got this new clip-in Zenbivy pillow, which has actually got a down topper on it as well. And I put my head on it at home and it all automatically warms your head up. It's so good. So I did 23k today with an ascent of 639 metres. I think that's an average of 4.4 kilometres an hour. So elevation up, 639. Right, let's get cooking. Always burns really nice, this stove as well. Always crisp flame. Stick that on, make it as efficient as possible. Apart from the very start, which always takes me by surprise, stretches all the muscles, and you think, how on earth am I going to do this? Apart from the first sort of 2 or 3 miles, after that it was reasonably easy, with some like slight inclines, slight descents. It's a really nice route going through all the forests. Nice introduction. I'm all about the mountains, but I like to take the rough with the smooth, and I like it to be a journey, a proper adventure. And you can't do interesting stuff all the time. Right, now for the taste test. Oh, that is good. God, it's got a real kick to it. But it tastes really meaty and cheesy and gooey. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I just remembered I hid myself a treat and I forgot about it. Now I remembered one of my little Easter chocolates that's left. So this is what I've done. So started at Drum and Drop kits. This initially was the quick ascent, just to get into the woods, then into the forest. This is all on like fire roads, and then down towards Loch Mickley, where you got sort of forest on one side and views on the other, and then made my way down to that busy junction. This road's been just so quiet, and then up into the forest on a fire road again, and back down, across the road again. That was round like a horse field. These are all new paths. The new paths on this track are phenomenal. They're so good. So when you're not on a fire road, the paths are superb. Around the horse field, and then this is like a fire road, and I'm probably sitting exactly there. So I'm really close to Cannock, where I can stop and get some breakfast in a tea room, and there's also like a spa shop as well, so I can get my lunch for the day. So it's 8:40 and the sun is finally starting to go down. I always forget you've got sort of longer summers but shorter winters up here in Scotland, so you caught me a little bit off guard. But already that temperature is plummeting. It really, really is. And I did this on purpose. So the wind's coming from this direction. So I was trying to find a spot that wasn't too exposed. Was really excited last night and couldn't sleep. So I only had about 4 or 5 hours sleep last night. So I really, really want to get a good night's sleep tonight, because I've got a lot of miles to do tomorrow. But hopefully this pitch, you can still feel the wind, you can see it sort of on me, and there's some serious chill in that wind as well. But hopefully the trees behind me will just take the brunt of it, which would be really, really nice. But I'm going to put all my warm gear on now and just start winding down, and then my intention is to rest that head on that pillow about 10 o'clock and hopefully have a good night's sleep. See you in the morning. Morning campers, it is 6:42 and it is raining, but I've got to say I did actually have a really good night's sleep. Went to bed about 9:30. It was quite still, which meant I could get to sleep pretty quickly. At one point in the night, I had like rain really caught up and had some real gusts, so I was glad that I'd properly guyed the tent out. But the tent genuinely didn't move. Woke up this morning, I've got no condensation in my tent, which I'm also chuffed to bits. So what I did, had the door vent like that, the bit that's still up, that's sort of the windward side. The vent behind me, the head end, that's open, but the windward side vent at the bottom is closed because didn't want any chilly drafts in. But that's obviously worked a treat. And my Zenbivy bed, oh my god, it's so nice. This is what it's like out there today. It's quite nice, really. That's the direction I'll be going in. I must say I'm really excited today. Should be a cracking day. So today after my breakfast, just where you can see still got a little bit of forest, but then we start getting towards those mountains and also the big locks as well. So I've got Loch Benhedoin there and then Loch Affric. But look above, I've got some proper mountains around me. Cannot wait. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy my Costa coffee with the view. Right, so that's me all packed up, ready to go. Absolutely peed it down. As soon as that top lid went on, stopped raining. Oh dear. But it is what it is, and it has been a cracking camp. And as always, leave no trace. I've got all my rubbish with me, even all the little bits. You wouldn't know I was here, and that's the way it should be. So now, off to Cannock. Probably 2 miles max. and get a well-deserved breakfast. And I cannot wait. Ah, wet one this morning, but we've made it into Cannock. Oh, it's stunning scenery in the valley, even if it is raining. So I'm just heading out of Cannock now. Oh, the biggest breakfast. It was the full Monty, proper Scottish breakfast. Potato scone, haggis, black pudding. Oh, I feel like $1 million right now. So I've also stopped at the Londis. I think on the map it's a spa, but it's actually a Londis. So I've got some lunch with me. So there's no excuses not to crack on now. Right, finally getting off that fire track. However, this could be an experience. The descent could be sliding on my backside. Right, so I'm just approaching Dog Falls. Pause here on your journey. Don't stare and you'll see an entire landscape in the bark of a tree. So this is one of the many islands on Loch Kintail. This huge rocky islands full of trees, plants. You've got the sounds of the birds, the water and the wind rustling the trees. So peaceful here. This is my lunch today from Affric Cafe. Just gonna sit here for about 15 minutes, taking the views and give my feet a rest. I haven't found many places to wild camp on the route, but this is a cracking spot. You've got fantastic views of the loch. I tell you what, there's no traffic on this trail at all. You'd be left alone too. So I believe the Affric Kintail Trail was officially recognised in 2015, but it's actually an ancient sort of like cattle road, really. These types of road here, I call them like fire trails, but it's basically like forestry tracks now. But it's having that official recognised route status just means the trail's really well looked after, and the sort of the paths, the roads, the footing's been superb so far, which is quite nice because you can sort of daydream and just look at the scenery rather than having to have your head down looking at your feet constantly. But already I've completely switched off. For someone that has a really stressful job, it's been an absolute joy so far. And there's a look back at the lock. God, it's amazing to think I started this morning. The start looks miles and miles away. See, Scotland's well known for its wool, but people mistakenly think it comes from sheep, where it actually comes from the Scottish wool tree. So it gets picked every year and dyed, made into those famous Scottish woolen jumpers. Look at this area of wetland. Look at all the colours. So this is the roaring River Affric, and my gosh, picks up some serious pace there. And then on the other side, if you like your white water rafting, this is stunning. It flows all the way down. And in the background there must have been a lot of snow this week. Doesn't feel cold enough, but I'm sure up there it's well into the minuses. So just having a quick brew by the River Affric. If you can hear me over the roaring river. Oh, I'm going to spend 15 minutes here just admiring the views. I've got a brief spell when it's not raining. But take this in. Wow. And then you've got Loch Affric behind me. And look at this. It's just the Trail of Rainbows. It's about the 10th one I've seen now. Tell you what, the weather might change every 5 minutes, but this place is absolutely magical. It's just unbelievable. And all the different weathers make all the mountains look so different each time that changes. See the waterfalls on the mountains, almost like veins, almost living. So here's a test of the iPhone zoom. How far can we go? Wow. Look at that. Absolutely roaring waterfall. Jeez. And that, my friends, is the iPhone 17 Pro. So this is where I say goodbye to Loch Affric and then say hello to Glen Affric. And down there by the little fishing cottage, a lot of deer. Tell you what, we're in true wilderness territory now, completely isolated on my own, and absolutely loving it. So you got Loch Affric in the background, surrounded by these mountains, all with snow on. And then just looking into Glen Affric. Oh, look at that. It is simply stunning. And I'm at the head of 3 valleys really. Oh wow. I'm going to enjoy this camp tonight. So let's check out my pitch for the wild camp tonight. Oh, I'm so lucky. It's just surrounded by the best views. So remote, yet so happy. This tent, I've got no doubt, will look after me. I've just got these 360 views just to die for. I'm going to savour every single moment. This could be the best wild camping spot I've ever found. Oh, it's a tester for the tent already. Oh, and I've only just pitched it. Oh, it's gonna get a bit lively. So this is what we've been up to today. That's 800 sort of meters of elevation. Low heart rate today, average 91. Had a bit more time on my hands, just took my time, just enjoyed it really. I put a good effort in. 36 kilometers, probably like 23 miles I should think. It's a solid day at the office. So tonight on the menu I've got a nice chicken curry. Starting to think I might be in for a bit of a rough ride tonight. Let's hope those guy lines hold up. It's looking a little bit miserable out there. Ah, it's nice and warm in here though. So while I'm waiting for my chicken curry to rehydrate, just listening to the sounds of nature. So peaceful. So I thought I'd show you my electricals. So starters, I've got this thing called a Claymore. It's got lots of different modes. It's such a good gadget, and it's genuinely really useful, and it works, as you can see, like so well. Then I've got 2 power banks. I've got my Nightcore NB 20,000. Feels really heavy, but it's actually one of the lightest power banks out there for that capacity. Then I've got like a 10,000 one, which is Flex Tail, which is one I'm actually just using at the moment. It's really good. Then I've got my little Apple tag, which I hide in my backpack because I do have a habit of leaving it, like if I'm going to the toilet or something like that. If anyone nicks my backpack, I can locate it. I've
got my Nightcore NU27 head torch. This is one that I use for running. It's really good. I just love it. Out of all my head torches, I've got about 10. Then I've got my Garmin Messenger. Now I've got no phone signal whatsoever, so I really need this. It's a GPS sort of sat device. You can obviously use like SOS if you get yourself into difficulty, but you can get weather forecasts, which is really valuable, and you can send text messages. There's a new version of this out at the moment, and you can actually send picture messages as well. Then I've got my Flex Tail Tiny Pump 2X. This is the one that's a lantern as well as a pad inflator. It's just one of my favourite devices. Then I've got a plug. So if I'm, for instance, get breakfast, a big breakfast, which takes a long time to eat, I can charge, usually I charge my phone because it just charges quicker with a plug. And then I've got some like charging cables. Right, it's time for my adventure food chicken curry taste test. It's decent. It's just tasty. Like, it's not particularly spicy, but it is tasty. I've been trying to do, certainly like the last year, is eat more real food. One, these are really expensive. Two, there's a reason why these will last like 3 years. So if you can, it means you've got to carry it, but if you can take your own food, it's much better for you. But certain trips, certain backpacking trips especially, where there just aren't shops, they are a great alternative. There's no doubt about that. So the sun's just starting to go down now. Oh, the wind's caught up a bit. My forecast says it feels like -1, and it definitely does. Yeah, I think real temperature is about 3 or 4 degrees. But geez, there's a chill in the air, that's for sure. So it'd be interesting to see what happens during the night, see if I wake up to a frost. But it's been a super camp so far. Hopefully it won't rain during the night and I'll be able to get some sleep. And this is what it looks like now, just as the sun's going down. The mountains at the end, they're the culprits. All that air rising above the mountain, and then all that rain tipping down on me. And then behind me here is where I've come from today. 24 miles that way. So it's been a tiring but epic day today. The best thing is, tomorrow is even better. So I'm gonna get another early night and just make sure I'm as awake as possible, because tomorrow the scenes are going to be absolutely stunning, without a shadow of a doubt. Well, good morning everyone. It is 7 o'clock, my alarm's just gone off. Oh, I reckon I could have slept a bit longer. Reasonable night. It's there wasn't a lot of wind. It did rain sort of on and off, only for like tiny little periods. But it's a fairly uneventful night. The condensation wise, this is as dry as a bone, which is great for packing up, and it means getting ready and putting things away. None of it's going to get wet either. So it was a good night. Let's see what today looks like. Oh, look at this for a morning. Wow. I don't wake up to this every day. It's so quiet, just a bit of wind. So quiet. Tell you what though, it's flipping cold. There's no warmth in that sun yet. Oh, gosh, the little tent did brilliantly. Oh, looking forward to today. Just hope it stays dry. Did a fair bit yesterday in the rain. Be nice to have a dry day today. Just be nice just to hike without having the waterproofs on. It's never quite the same if you ask me. I'm more of a t-shirt and shorts type of guy. So I've got a slight issue. My drain's malfunctioned and it's up there. I can't get it down. So it's definitely a new dusting on the tops of the mountains today. So definitely been snowing last night. These back ones. Yeah. Does not surprise me. It was very cold.
So I'm all packed up. A little bit later than scheduled just because I didn't want to pack up in the rain, and it was raining hard. So Jesus cold. I've got like my hat, my hoodie, my hood up. It's a bit of a chilly one today, but once again, leave no trace. Look, there's nothing there, just some footprints. So now I'm going to go from Glen Affric to Kintail. So looking back there, I was on the summit of that little mini mountain there, and this is looking down the glen. It's so peaceful today. So in the middle there, you've got Albith Youth Hostel. So this youth hostel is the most remote hostel in the whole of Scotland. And believe me, you can see why. There is nothing around here at all. So I wanted to quickly mention the hiking gear that I've been using, and really sort of just focusing on the stars of the show, which without a doubt is my waterproof gear. I've got like a mid-range mountain equipment waterproof jacket, which is 100% waterproof. It's pretty breathable too, and I've been using like the pit zips It's a great fit. It's got a decent hood. Like I say, probably mid-range, couple of £100, I should think. But I've tried and tested it several times, but it just hasn't let me down. So that was my go-to waterproof top for this trip. The other ones are my relatively new Rab waterproof bottoms. You've got, I think it's called a Pertex Shield fabric. Again, 100% waterproof. The water just runs off them, and if there's a breeze in the air, they dry really, really quickly. So they've been great, apart from they don't have a dual way zip, which is really annoying. So when I've got hot, I've had to unzip them from the bottom, and it's just got a bit of Velcro. So if they had a dual zipper, I would absolutely be promoting the hell out of these. But for £100, that's the retail price. You know, they've done their job like absolutely brilliantly. The next one, I've got loads of hiking boots, absolutely tons. And for this trip, I just wanted something with a really comfy mid-height boot, lots of protection, but a fair bit of leather as well. Something that was waterproof too. And I'm using, believe it or not, these Decathlon Quechua MH500 hiking boots. And honestly, right, they're under £100. They are unbelievable. They're so good. Again, like, look at how wet my feet are. They're 100% waterproof. Again, it's just 10 out of 10 value for money. And here it is, Albeth Youth Hostel, which people clearly using, because there's a load of gear drying on the line over there. The door's open. Oh, bet they've had a cracking time in there. So I'm at the crossroad of the valleys now. In the distance is that remote youth hostel. So got one valley down there where I've come from. A new valley to the left of me. It's just surrounded by mountains here, proper mountains as well. As you can see, the paths have definitely changed. And then you've got the last of the four to the right of me. So I'm zigzagging a bit at the moment, so it's very waterlogged here. So I'm really testing those hiking boots waterproofness. Oh, the sun's come out again, and the valley behind me is just lit up. God, that is such a nice spot for a youth hostel, right at the bottom of the valley. Right, let's check out Camden Bothy. It's just started to rain as well, so it might be nice to get a bit of shelter for a bit. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure about the skulls. Ah, double bunk beds, you got yourself a nice fireplace. Oh look, it's like being in the pool. Got some little supplies. Got a little book too. Pretty cool. So just turned the corner and the mountains change again. It's not to be underestimated, this sort of final section. I've probably got about 6 miles to go now, but the last 6 miles have been quite tricky. a lot of sort of waterlogged paths, a lot of zigzagging. Just give yourself plenty of time. But this is, none of this videography does this place justice. It is unbelievable, and you can't pick it up in the camera, but you can see like all the mountains in the far distance in the background, which hopefully we'll get there soon. Just take a look at these 360 views. I've got to say, this is the best place I've ever been. I've been to lots of places. I've had some cracking adventures, but this is on another level. It's in a league of its own. And I've been doing this for miles now, and I've probably got 5 miles more of this to go. I could happily spend, if I had the supplies, I'd love to come here for a week, just pick off some of these mountains and camp in the valleys. But it's just phenomenal. I can't believe people aren't talking about this place and publicising this place. It's just so special. Just the most stunning waterfall. You can imagine that's been in the making of thousands of years. So I'm on the final descent now, and I've got my river crossing. Then you got Glen Affric House, and then I just finished the trail to Kintail on the other side of the river. But wow, what a day and what a finish. I've had a wash, and then finally got rid of my waterproofs. Oh, feels so good. Some people love wearing waterproofs all day, like it's not a hike unless you're wearing them. Me on the other hand, I absolutely hate them. But what I couldn't have done without them this trip, that's for sure. And on that, there's probably rained about a third of the time I've been here, which I'll take that for mid-April. But it does mean some elements I wasn't able to capture, which I'm not apologising for, because it feels like I've made a monumental effort to capture what I can when the weather's half decent. But coming into the valley, it's feels like it's the start of the way home. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. It's definitely a place that I'll revisit, that's for sure. So what do I think of the Affric Kintail Way? Well, it's a grower, and I would say this for any sort of backpacking trip: always keep the best bit till last. Now for me, I know there's a couple of people have said the start's a bit boring and that, but I make a positive out of that by switching off, completely switching off, de-stressing, and then once you've done that, you're ready for the next bit. and then the next bit, and it gets better and better and better. So for me, I wouldn't change it. You know, it's a proper backpacking trip as well, proper backpacking route. You know, I would have done 50 miles, so I've somehow managed to add an extra few miles on there. But it's just such a stunning route, and it just keeps on giving. Like even now, look, waterfalls. And I personally love the isolation. I've literally come across one other backpacker. I've walked past about 10 people in 50 miles. That's unbelievable, it's unheard of. So I've got just 2k to go now, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to say thank you so much for watching. For the bits that you may not have seen, do check out my Instagram, that'll be Backpacking UK as well. I'm going to flood that with spectacular photos, so I'll put a link in the description for that. But if you've got any questions, do put them in the comment section. But I really hope you've enjoyed this. If you're thinking about doing your first proper backpacking trip, I'd highly recommend this one. It's so good, and it'll definitely go down in my memory, that's for sure. So I'm just going to chill by my micro beach, but thanks for watching. Hope to see you backpacking soon. Cheers.